actually like this is like probably easier for me to edit this way.
Probably.
Probably.
Massive chunks. Or one massive chunk at least.
But okay, so
We're talking about the in space one now.
I guess first let's because we all have common ground on that.
Yeah.
I grew up with that crossover, so I've seen it enough times that I kind of get the gist of it.
I've been certified.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Deca has no hard feelings.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Deca has no hard feelings. Zaps rap or whoever.
Yeah, Deca definitely has hard feelings. Deca can be very ruthless.
The weird thing is, I kind of low-key love how this was the sort of inspiration for the Psycho Rangers development.
Yes. Yes, that was kind of funny. That, or at least it could probably be traced.
It's like sort of like a beta concept for Psycho Rangers get Ninja Turtles. like you know.
I suppose. Yeah, I guess you can make the argument.
Yeah. What's the logistics of this behind this are just make absolutely no sense because it's like apparently the Power Rangers and Astronema are aware of the Ninja Turtles, but they believe the Power Rangers are fiction? What?
Well, Ninja Storm also has that problem.
I mean, true, but
Maybe it's just a thing with ninjas.
yeah.
They don't believe
Power Rangers.
Yeah.
In fairness, Ninja Storm was the first Disney season, so maybe they hadn't decided if it was going to be the same universe or not.
Yeah,
They might have been like, maybe this will be in a separate continuity, and then Dino Thunder happened. They're like, nah, screw that.
Yeah, especially because that was the first time they broke the yearly team-up tradition too.
Yeah.
It's also far from the only season to, do that, but, I mean, I don't know. It is still kind of weird. It is like, wait, so the Ninja Turtle, they know the Ninja Turtles are real, but the Ninja... Okay, that makes sense. Sure, why not?
I mean, I guess.
It's what can you say about this episode? Like, nothing happens. The Ninja Turtles, the fake,
Get brainwashed.
get brainwashed. They have a spat, and they have the team up.
If someone does kick Elgar,
Yeah.
Raph kicks Elgar.
I'm assuming I'm not alone in this being my first exposure as a kid to the Next Mutation. I didn't know the Next Mutation.
Yeah, no, I had no idea Next Mutation was a thing
Same.
until a friend of mine showed me on Netflix that it was a thing.
I don't know. It's just really weird. I was like, wait, what? There's a girl turtle? As a kid, this was just really confusing.
I just assumed that they added her.
It was also my first exposure to In Space. I remember seeing it on JetX during a rerun. I think I saw Forever Red on the same day.
I could be wrong, but I think
JetX
if
actually.
I'm not mistaken, this actually was Venus's debut.
Oh.
Even
Wait, did
within the Next Mutation, or I think this actually premiered before Next Mutation or something.
Yeah, that's what I was assuming. I was going to assume that maybe it came out before.
Kind of like A Friend of Me.
It's a backdoor pilot.
Yeah, kinda.
And then apparently they ended up getting arrested by Lightspeed and they stole their Humvee.
but
Compounded their Humvee.
the weird, what you're referencing is JetX used to have, whenever there was a legendary crossover, for Power Rangers, they'd always show a marathon of them.
Yeah, because I remember seeing this around the time of SPD or Mystic Force. It was around the time I got into Power, or maybe it was slightly before. I can't remember. It was
probably SPD to hype up the Dino Thunder crossover.
That might have been it.
Hype up, what was it? History.
I don't know. I used to catch a lot of reruns of older Power Rangers on JetX, while waiting for new episodes of SPD, Mystic Force, etc.
That's my childhood also.
I remember seeing the Metallic Armor episode. That was probably one of my first episodes of NPR. I grew up on the movie as well, but that was one of the first episodes of the actual show I saw.
I didn't grow up with a TV in my house. My grandmother had one, but I grew up, my exposure to Power Rangers growing up was the episodes cut into part 1, part 2, part 3 on YouTube.
I see.
Yeah.
The first season I watched was either Ninja Storm or Dino Thunder. I honestly can't remember. They were right around the same time. It was like reruns of Ninja Storm, and then like the last couple episodes of Dino Thunder were on, and I remember seeing like reruns of the older episodes. And then SPD came out. That was like my first season, start to finish. And then I was just hooked.
I think the only kind of notable thing this episode has in general, aside from the crossover aspect, is that the monster of the week is sort of a hodgepodge of like older suits.
Makes sense. Because they don't have any, obviously they don't have any footage to draw from. There's no footage of the Mega Rangers teaming up with this weird Saban-produced offshoot of the Turtles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not like they're going to have a monster to use.
Yeah. What's it called?
So just dig in the back, get some costumes out. We don't have time for this shit. Just
Pretty much,
fucking throw it together.
Pretty much begins the tradition of the Saban era reusing monster suits.
Setting the stage for Furio in a year.
Yep.
Just take the final boss from Mega Ranger and we'll just put a lemon on his head. What? Yes.
Yep.
I don't know why he talks like that. He just does. He has like a 1940s like salesman voice. See? Oh lord.
Figure that out.
But yeah, the monster is a Kit Bash.
Yeah.
Which kind of started that tradition.
Yep.
So basically, yeah. We'll just worry about this later.
Yeah. Well, it's fine. Basically, yeah.
Okay. So yeah. It was a thing. It's canon. It's a poopy thing. It's part of In Space. And
Worse things have happened to Power Rangers, but it's not necessarily good.
Yeah.
It was entertaining as a kid, though.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, that's the primary audience, so I guess it did its job.
Yep. The Ninja Turtles Mighty Morphin crossover is actually kind of interesting. I didn't think it would be, but it actually is kind of interesting.
I have not read it.
I have
not read it, but didn't they get like morphed forms?
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about a couple of things about that. First, the premise is Tommy needs to take some time off for some reason.
Okay, we'll just go with it.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, there's actually a reason.
Okay.
Tommy needs to take some time off for some reason, and the Rangers are kind of worried about him, but like whatever. Turns out his cousin has been involved with the Foot. And his parents are very worried about him.
Oh my god. I guess that's a way to involve. Okay. I'm starting to see.
To be honest, that actually kind of makes hilarious sense, but except for the fact that people often forget this, Tommy's adopted. So,
I mean, he's a cousin still.
He's adopted by.
He's
also Native American because yes.
Dude, you don't have cousins?
I'm aware of. Anyway.
Oh my god.
But yeah, whatever. The point is that I doubt that's like feel fine stuff and whatnot.
Nobody. Oh lord. Great continuity. Oh god, did I just make a Phalos joke? Okay.
No.
Oh lord. What is my life?
But anyway, here's the thing. I don't know. So like this is like one of those like scenarios where like, oh, they're in the same world this entire time. The Turtles know who the Power Rangers are, and the Power Rangers don't know who the Turtles are. They actually think they're part of these monsters. I mean,
that honestly should have been how they did the In Space one. Like that would have made a lot more sense.
That would have made a lot more sense if they were fighting Zed, because that was Zed's whole MO, was like turning animal stuff into monsters.
I mean, Rita kind of did that also with Armadillo.
Yeah, but
whatever.
That was more just because Spinster happened to sculpt something into like an animal.
Didn't Rita also work for Zed originally, like before they got married? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was.
That was like the whole framing device behind him coming in.
Yeah.
Like, step aside. I'm done with the shit. I'm gonna do it now.
Yeah. But okay, so
I'll be scary for 6 episodes and then immediately stop being scary.
So so Tommy disguises himself as a Foot Clan member. He kicks the shit out of the Ninja Turtles. He goes undercover essentially just to save his cousin, and through means they find out that Tommy's the Green Ranger because he wasn't very good at keeping his secret, I guess.
Hey boss, that guy, he's wearing green and he's doing a lot of moves that seem like
he straight up morphs when Shredder was watching. When Shredder and Pariah were watching.
Sorry, I was just trying to make a stupid joke.
It was it was like one of those things. Oh, sorry. He morphs when like he's fighting the Ninja Turtles for some reason. Whatever. I guess he thinks that they're monsters.
But why?
It's not really like, it's just a sort of justification like, oh, you get to have Tommy versus the Ninja Turtles.
Okay. I suppose we gotta make it happen somehow. But he finds out that he's the Green Ranger.
They find out that he's the Green Ranger, and this is interesting. This is actually written by the guy who is / kind of was. The writers are crossing over for the different writers are coming in now, but with writing the Boom stuff currently. But this is sort of more in spirit with like whatever. Remember that picture I sent you about freaking Billy and what's his name and Donnie talking?
Vaguely.
So like Donnie's like very curious, so he's asking Billy all these questions about like how the powers work and how this and that work and like whatever. And then Rap obviously always wants to pick a fight, so he picks the fight. Pretty much all the they're the same characters as you'd come to expect at this point.
Makes sense.
And if you watch like the 4-Kid show, you're gonna be very like or the Nick show, you're gonna be very familiar. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I grew up on the 2003 series. So,
yeah, that's the 4-Kid show.
Also, the movie, the 1990 movie,
right?
Which I honestly would say is probably the best piece of Turtles media, at least my favorite.
My personal first Ninja Turtles season I watched was 2012. 2012, very weird year for animation.
Yeah.
2012.
Very weird.
Yeah.
The Nick one, the first Nick one.
The good Nick. No, I'm just kidding. A lot of people actually like Rise, so I'm not gonna say that.
I don't know. It doesn't look like my thing. That's
same here, but I've heard it's actually a lot better than. I don't know. I'd have to give it a chance.
Sure. I mean, I'm not gonna argue if people like it. It just doesn't look like my thing. But freaking, I don't know. Eventually, Shredder gets his hands on the green power coin.
Oh no!
And meets up with Rita, and I don't know if you've seen what Green Ranger Shredder looks like. It looks pretty.
I have not.
I wanna.
Let me Google it.
Yeah, please do. 'Cause I'm too lazy to.
Huh. That's actually kind of interesting looking. Yeah, that's actually kind of a cool design. I'll give him that.
Yeah. And then Green Ranger, and then I don't know, but eventually the Ninja Turtles become Rangers.
I've seen those.
Right, because those are toys now. All of them are toys.
Yeah, they became Lightning Collection. We don't have Lightning Collection figures for like 90% of the Disney teams, but we have Lightning Collection figures of these, because of course we do.
Do we have any Disney teams represented in Lightning Collection?
Dino Thunder.
Yeah, Dino Thunder, and I think we might have.
We have SPD. I think we have the full SPD team.
No RPM though, because of course not. No
it's
Jungle
the
Theory.
Easiest thing to do. They're the easiest suits to make.
RPM, right?
Yeah, RPM. Because they're so.
Not to mention one of their shows that Hasbro made themselves is a freaking sequel to it, but whatever.
Yeah.
Let's not do it.
No, what I'm saying is like the detail on the suits aren't really that much.
Yeah, the Go Launcher suits are pretty simplistic.
Yeah,
For
well,
better or worse.
Yeah.
But yeah, these turtle suits, they're interesting.
I mean,
I
I hated the way that they released them because that I only want to buy a Leo turtle, a Leo Blue Ranger. But that means I have to buy a 2-pack.
Question.
Honestly, the Lightning collection in general, that's the reason I haven't bought any of them, is because like it's just so stupid with the way they release them.
Yeah.
By your criteria, do the turtles count as battleized?
No, because they just straight morph.
Okay.
That's fair.
You'd have to count what's that cat's name as battleized?
Oh god, the cat. What?
The cat.
Which cat?
You know, the cat.
The cat?
The Blue Ranger cat.
Blue Ranger.
In Power Rangers.
Which season?
No,
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Yeah, the Omega Blue
Oh, yeah,
Ranger
you don't know
cat.
about this. Yeah. That's
Oh, yeah,
insane.
it's retarded.
I have no idea what we're talking about.
Blue Omega Ranger 2.
But what's weird is that they give April O'Neil the Pink Ranger powers, right?
Yeah, because everyone.
Because girl. But
Wait,
the
what?
thing is, April O'Neil's
there's a
thing
cat
is
that.
yellow jumpsuit.
1 second. Let's hear Rocket's reaction.
What?
Yeah, guys,
But-
I'm the new Blue Ranger.
Oh, no.
I made that joke and no one fucking laughed when I first.
Why? I mean, what?
Because it's sentient and that's kind of the only criteria, which is fine. But
Well, I mean,
Man.
well,
This reminds me of like an old MMPR Toys video where Bruno is like talking to like a horse and he's like reviewing the freaking like Ninja Burger Morpher, and I remember distinctly making a YouTube comment about like having a horse ranger would be kind of funny, like an actual horse that morphs. But this is like I was kidding, guys.
But
I was kidding.
there are pony rangers now because synergy.
Oh Lord.
bye-bye.
Because it's
This
not like
is-
it's just a toy. All it is a toy. All it is a toy.
I suppose. There's a cat ranger now.
It's a cat
I mean,
too.
there was a cat.
There was a cat ranger. Now there's another one.
Oh Lord.
Oh, also there's the Meower Rangers. Do you remember that?
Oh God, wasn't that like a parody though?
It was like official.
Was it official?
It was official, yeah.
Oh no.
It was. Let's show you the Rangers after. It's
I thought Parody Rangers was weird. It is, but it's not as weird as
Parody Rangers was like fun. It was just it was fun and sex jokes.
it really was.
I love how Ivan just kind of gaslights the entire series and like all they care about is the sex jokes. That's it.
I have a lot of nostalgia for it, but yeah, it's mostly just sex
This
jokes.
is it, yeah. Sex jokes and like video game anime references. That's,
The Megazord is literally like they have to have an orgy.
yeah, they have to have an orgy.
Man, I love doing that every week. Oh Lord.
Beat was the best Red Ranger of all time.
I miss Parody Rangers. I wish they'd. Well, I mean, he probably shouldn't bring it back, but
Yo, Kirby would never.
no, Karaver would never do it.
I gotta show you Kirby Rangers sometime.
It's fantastic. Tome is obviously better, but I mean, I just love Parody Rangers. Mostly because of nostalgia. I'll admit it.
Yellow chicken.
Shinji, get in the robot. But I want to stay home and fondle Ray. But Ray is a clone of your mother.
Freaking
Aww.
Evangelion.
All these jokes totally flew over my head as a 6-year-old.
They all are not a product of their time. Definitely not.
Oh man.
But,
Oh man.
okay.
If you ever do an episode on that, I have to be there.
Freaking parody reel, fine. I'll like go to like Kerber for his house and insert town here. I don't know where he lives, and I'll throw like rocks in his windows. Like, hey, you want to do an episode on your old shitty?
The one that you probably have disowned at this point.
It's like maybe. It's like
After all, especially after all the controversy.
I won't bring up the fact that Nintendo fired you.
Oh no.
I won't bring up the fact that if I can get Kerber for on here, if I can get like Linkara or Kerber for on here, because I'm not getting Marcos.
Probably for the best, honestly. Probably for the best. We're definitely not getting canon on her.
I'm not attempting that.
I know, I'm joking.
He could rot in a Disney hole and pay $1 billion for a Dole Whip. But so that was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles
and Power Rangers.
Power Rangers.
And Cat Rangers.
Cat Rangers.
Oh my! I mean, that doesn't have anything to do with this. It just I'm processing this information still.
But you know, it seems today
I no longer feel bad about my fan fiction.
that all you see is violence in movies and sex on TV. Where are those good old-fashioned values that we used to rely on? We're talking about the Power Rangers and Family Guy quest for stuff or crossover. Then
Wait, okay.
I sent you a video.
I didn't know this existed.
Yes, this is crossover. Okay, it's okay. That just happened. There's a crossover.
The quest for stuff.
Quest for stuff. I sent you the video.
Wow.
Okay, so basically, Family Guy quest for stuff. You know what Simpsons Tapped Out is?
No idea.
Okay, you know there's
Googling.
like
I am Googling.
it's like okay, it's hard to explain.
It's a freemium city building mobile game, unless I'm looking at the wrong thing.
Yeah, that's quest for stuff for Tapped Out or whatever. So you know how like apps for some reason have like crossover events?
Limited crossover budget.
For some
Yeah,
reason,
like the oh god, what was the one that had a Chrono Cross crossover right before the Chrono Cross remaster that sucked ass?
I
wish I remembered what game that was.
do you realize it's like the only way most people can play Chrono Cross nowadays, right?
It's sad.
Square
It's such a shame. Square Enix, I hate you.
That's like nothing new.
That's really isn't it? Just I expected more.
When anyone invests in a Square Enix game, it's nothing new to hit Square for doing dumb shit. Let's release Final Fantasy VII into 3 parts.
Let's retcon the crap out of it. It's supposed to be a remake, and let's.
And also, we're releasing a new Advent Children at the same time.
Because of course.
Because.
And then we'll do a remaster of Chrono Cross that runs worse than than like you emulating it on your PlayStation emulator.
Why am I not surprised?
I shouldn't have been, but I was.
You own the game physically. Why did you buy it?
Because I didn't want to play.
You own a PlayStation. You own the.
I prefer to play on PC, and I thought I got excited about. I just got excited about it, and I wanted my friends to buy it because my friend.
You barely have 2 cents to rub together, and you waste your money on a game that you already own.
It was only $20. It wasn't like it was $6. I don't know. It was a bad idea.
And you can't afford that 70s show DVD box set.
I couldn't at the time I mentioned that to you because I had a bad page. It's fine now. I'm actually.
I'm just donkey dunking on you. I'm sorry, but God.
But crossover, so The Simpsons.
Okay.
No, The Simpsons. Family Guy.
Family Guy. The Simpsons crossover, that's a different thing.
But it's an event for a game.
It's an event for a game.
From what I'm gathering.
An event for a game. It's a crossover between the 2017 movie.
Of course. You know, the one that was super successful and made a lot of money.
It actually was. It just didn't do that well overseas.
I guess it's fair.
That was like
I always like to think of it as a bit of a bomb, but I guess
it wasn't a bomb. It just China didn't like it, and that's how Hollywood works right now.
Yeah, we're really gonna stop doing that.
Yeah.
That's how everything works, really.
China
doesn't like this podcast. We're doomed.
Yeah. Yeah, because we're really trying.
Oh God, Goldar Bryan. Goldar Bryan exists. That's Okay, I could have gone my whole life without knowing a lot of this.
Right, yeah. It's like them cosplaying it, but like the real Power Rangers show up, which are the 2017 versions, and Rita from 2017 shows up, and there is a story for the event. They go
of course there is.
They go to the Griffins, go to like PowerCon. Not Power Morphicon, but just PowerCon.
That is so vague.
Because we
literally just be a general superhero convention.
And then they have all. Then there's a bunch of Power Rangers cosplayers, which are just Red Rangers and Blue Rangers. And that's it. And it's more of like. It's more just like a thing that, it just exists.
Is it a gotcha game? Like, I'm still trying
to.
Yeah,
it's a gotcha. It's a little bit. It's a gotcha game.
That's all these crappy mobile games are anymore.
Apparently, there was like a bunch of other crossover like things with this app. So the Power Rangers, I guess, like I don't freaking know. Let's just talk.
This wiki that they made for it, by the way, is like giving Ranger Wiki a run for its money for being the worst wiki ever.
Sorry. Yeah, I've lived through that wiki one time just to see what they were talking about.
I thought Ranger Wiki was like incomplete. At least they like put stuff. It's inaccurate, but at least they filled it with something.
Yep.
It's like they make a page and it's literally just like Blue Ranger. That's it. That's the entire page.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least it's not inaccurate.
Nope. But
okay.
I guess let's just talk about. I guess we don't have that much left to talk about, but
I suppose not.
We have.
There is one more, but
two more.
Oh, okay.
There's Street Fighter.
Oh yeah.
That was a thing.
That we also have Lightning Collection figures of.
Now we do, yeah.
Now we do.
See.
Or yeah, I that just really makes me angry. Like, I mean, not the fact that they exist so much, just as the fact that like they exist before, like we have like all the teams, like the actual teams represented. Like, I just think it's really dumb.
Because synergy, will get you.
The entire point of the Lightning Collection is supposed to be that it's supposed to be like the ultimate figure line. So like, why are we? It's stupid.
I mean. Like, I don't necessarily... I do agree that we need to be getting more seasons. That really should be the priority. But...
I don't care if you make these weird bullshit ones. Just, like, do those after all we get all of the... Or at least have one of every team.
Yeah. Well,
if you're not...
Smart. Like, maybe, I don't know. Focus on the stuff that wasn't done by,
comics
legacy.
And video games. Yeah, also that.
By the legacy line.
Like RPM.
Yeah, because, I mean, they literally did a line right before that, and honestly, I think they did a couple teams that we haven't gotten. Like they did Ninja Storm. That was one of their first ones. So we don't. Yeah. We have those.
I still have my Lightning Collection. Not Lightning Collection. Legacy Collection. My Legacy Collection. Freaking Dustin.
Yeah.
I wanted to get Tori, but I didn't have money. I didn't have a job at the time, so I couldn't.
I wanted to get Tori, but I felt self-conscious about buying a figure for that of a girl.
I wouldn't have cared. I wouldn't have given a crap. I just.
At the time, I did.
So we had.
Okay, so let's keep on track. Also, we're probably gonna have to reset in like a minute.
Oh god, that's not gonna get annoying.
Well, we're almost done.
We have 9 minutes.
That's fair.
Yeah. Also, so we okay, so Street Fighter crossed over Power Rangers and an app, because apps are where all the money is in the proper fighting game. The weird thing about the legacy, the Battle for the Grid version of Ryu and Chun-Li is that they play exactly like their Street Fighter counterparts.
Huh.
But Battle for the Grid is like simplified.
Okay.
Control wise.
So what? They can't pull off the same combination?
No, they like the command list is a lot more complicated.
Fun fact: did you know that that combo move is technically a glitch?
Yeah. Yeah, the combo system. The combo system is a glitch.
What?
Yeah, it was a glitch in the programming where they couldn't really figure out what to
Do about it. So it's like, it's not a bug, now it's a feature.
There's like, but they realized it was fun to actually pull off hitting attacks one after another. And yeah. So the
Wait, you mean for Street Fighter or for Battlefield?
Yeah, for Street Fighter 2, which is the first one to have like a combo system, I think. And
so like an entire like basic tenet of the fighting game genre as a whole was a total accident.
yes.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's just game development, I guess.
Well, the entire idea of difficulty curve is actually an accident due to
Doesn't that have
glitches.
something to do with storage space capacity?
It's like Space Invaders. You know how like it like goes slow and then fast.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so that was not intentional. That was due to lag. That was due to the they couldn't.
Well, I mean, a lot of like NES games and stuff, they had to be difficult because the card was so tiny.
Well, no, this is like
you had to keep.
Space Invaders is like a 70s game.
Well, yeah, exactly. But I'm just,
Right.
still.
But like progression of difficulties, it started out as a glitch. Like, so it was slower, so it was easier to shoot, and then once you clear up all the enemies, it became more harder.
I guess a lot of the foundations to gaming were laid in like glitches and like limitations and all that.
Okay,
But that's the point I was trying to make by bringing up that.
so so there was a crossover special movie featuring Ninja dying.
What?
Didn't bring back Deadly Do Right type voice for Ninja
They-
for some reason.
Yeah, they just had like a generic voice for Ninja.
I didn't know they killed off Ninjor. What?
Yeah, and that special crossover thing, because I don't know, like, because there are evil Power Rangers popping up all over. Basically, think Gokaiger 10, except kind of dumber.
I haven't seen Gokaiger 10.
Oh, it's good. It's actually good. I would recommend.
I'm not the biggest Gokaiger. I do like Gokaiger a lot, but I'm not like a big Gokaiger
But
fanboy.
It's compared to O's, it's a godsend.
Oh, don't remind me of that. I still haven't gotten over that. That was a middle finger.
Right.
But so there's a bunch of evil rangers and Rita Repulsa's controlling it and killed Ninja, and M. Bison is teaming up with Rita and Gia and Tommy need to.
You see, this I have to sigh about this because this is one of those examples where the fixation on Mighty Morphin really shoots them in the foot. Because you know what would have made infinitely more sense and big.
I know where you're going with this, and I agree.
Yeah, Bison and that crew teaming up with Loathful. I don't know if that's where you thought I was going, but let's be honest.
I thought you were gonna say that they should have crossed over with the Jungle Fury Rangers, but that works too.
Yeah, it
Really,
was.
anything other than this would make more sense.
Yeah, no, it's like just about like Lothar would fit right in with Street Fighter, wouldn't he? I mean, he's literally got the whole luchador thing going on.
Yeah, he's more. He makes more sense as a Street Fighter character than like a ninja. Honestly.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like his main thing we know he does is energy blast for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Fair.
That's like Lothar is just like a Street Fighter villain pretending to be the Power Ranger.
I would love to see him as Battle for the Grid. Just the sheer weird shit that they could pull up with him. Okay, so
4 minutes.
4 minutes. I mean, let's just reset now.
Okay. How long else do you think we've done in 4 minutes?
I still want some wiggle room.
I mean, what else is? Fair enough.
Well, I wasn't gonna. Okay, fine. Let's just reset. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Is it okay if we reset?
We're resetting.
Okay, we reset.
Here we go.